Randy Johnson wasn't just dominant, he was terrifying. Standing 6'10" with a 100-mile fastball and a slider that looked like it was remote-controlled, Johnson struck fear into the hearts of even the best hitters in baseball. He wasn't just overpowering, he was historically unrelenting. For reference, on May 18, 2004, 40-year-old Randy Johnson stood on the mound in Atlanta and faced one of the best lineups in baseball. At an age when most pitchers are clinging to the last threads of their career, Johnson didn't just beat the Braves, he humiliated them. He threw a perfect game, striking out 13 and using only 117 pitches to retire all 27 batters. Unreal! This wasn't a fluke. Johnson already had a no-hitter under his belt from 1990 and would go on to finish his career with 5 Cy Young Awards, 10 All-Star selections, and over 4,800 strikeouts. But beyond the awards and milestones, it was the aura, the pure, unhittable dominance that made Johnson a legend. Here's 5 unheard-of stats that prove Randy Johnson was from another planet. 1. He holds the MLB record for most strikeouts per 9 innings in a single season, near 200 IP, 1341, 2001. In 2001, Johnson struck out 372 batters in just 249.2 innings. That rate still hasn't been touched by anyone with a full workload. Not Pedro, not Scherzer, not Kershaw. 2. He struck out 20% of all batters he ever faced. Over 17,067 plate appearances, Johnson struck out 4,175 hitters. That means 1 in every 5 batters he ever faced walked back to the dugout, shaking their head. No pitcher with over 3,000 innings has a higher strikeout rate. Insane. 3. He once struck out 19 batters in a complete game loss. On July 27, 1997, Johnson struck out 19 Chicago White Sox hitters in a 5-4 loss. The only reason he lost? His team gave up 5 unearned runs behind him. Even in defeat, he was dominant. 4. He was the oldest pitcher to ever lead the league in strikeouts. At age 40, Johnson led the NL in strikeouts in 2004 with 290 Ks, his 9th time leading the league. The next oldest to do it? Nolan Ryan at 39. 5. He's the only pitcher to strike out 300-plus batters in a season 5 times. Even Nolan Ryan only did it 6 times. No one else has more than 3. Johnson did it consecutively from 1998 to 2002, a stretch of pure, terrifying dominance. Randy Johnson wasn't just a strikeout artist. He was baseball's Grim Reaper. If you stepped into the batter's box against him during his prime, odds were you weren't making contact. He was 1 part flamethrower, 1 part sniper, and all legend. One of the most feared pitchers in MLB history. They don't make them like that anymore. What are your thoughts on the big unit? I want those thoughts in the comments. If you're enjoying these shorts, trivia, and fun facts, subscribe for tomorrow's shorts and trivia. Thank you for your support.